I'm gonna rattle off on some of your accolades.
Please.
You ready for
Oh
this?
God.
Do
Yeah,
you need to put
no.
on a crown right now or a sash?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so you graduated from LMU in
I did.
2012. You're the first All-American in school history. um, you're number one in the record books for LMU in home runs, RBIs, total bases, batting average, slugging percentage, runs scored, doubles, and walks. And then you
Is this
earned a
on
spot.
here?
Yeah, you did all
Uh,
that.
uh,
And it's really amazing. And I mean, you're so talented on the field, but I think along with great talent and longevity in your career, it takes a great amount of confidence. And you didn't come from like UCLA or Oklahoma, and you came from a great university, LMU. But can you talk? I kind of want to dig into like where does that confidence come from, and where is it kind of reinforced in your life?
that's an amazing question, and to be honest, I don't think I've really ever used the word confidence to describe myself. Like I think that that's amazing to hear because sometimes I feel like, um, am I good enough? You know, like I struggle with that. But I think that where it probably comes from is knowing the behind the scenes, you know, knowing how much work I've put into it, knowing what I do on the daily basis to get to this point, you know. Um, Sometimes I have to remind myself, like, you know, like reading a list like that, reminding myself, look at the things that you've done, look at where you're at now, look at where you've gone. Um, and then it kind of gives me a little sense of, like what you said, like, I did that. Like that was me.
Right.
So there are days when I do feel like I need to remind myself of those things, but I honestly think that it comes down to hard work. I know that whether I have a good game or a bad game, I can look back and think, you know what, I put the work in, and I know that if I didn't do very well, I can rely on what I've put in to pick me up the next game, you know. But I really have struggled with confidence, especially going into situations where I did come from a small school where, you know, other girls were playing in these big, huge programs and these big conferences. So it almost, without even stepping on the field, made me feel a little bit nervous. Like, shoot, like I don't feel like I have anything in common with anybody right now. Which it was, I remember that feeling at the first USA tryout was, I don't have anything in common with anybody here. And then we all, you know, put our pants on the same way. So it's like, man, you know, we all play softball, so I guess we do have something in common. But yeah, just reminding myself of what I've done, and you know, the fact that I am still here, that I'm going to be 30 this year, and I'm still playing. That to me makes me feel really, really good. Like, you know, obviously I've been doing something to make it work continuously. So I
Right.
think that's where it comes from. Yeah.